So we stopped at 100. What's the next perfect square after 100? 121. What's the next one after 121? And the next one after 144? 169. See right there? It's a perfect square. So what is the square root of 169? Just 13. A lot of you were trying to put square root of 13. It's just 13. Okay, bless you. Alright, so I'm done with that one. Alright, this one's not even, but the n to the 8 is even. So how do I take the square root of n to the 8?
So m.
I'm not worried about the m, I'm worried about the n. The one that's even, the last one.
m4.
N to the 4. There you go. Then I gotta fix the m. So how do I do that? M4 and m. There you go. And then you can take half of this one now. What's half of 4?
2.
2. So it'd be 13 n to the 4th, m to the 2nd, and then square root of m just comes straight down. Y'all okay? Alright, let's do number 8 real quick to remind ourselves. What do we do to all of these exponents? When you multiply the bases, what do you do to the exponents? Add, subtract, multiply, or divide?
Add?
Yeah, add. So what do I get? Q to the what power?
N.
How'd you get that? 3
plus 6 plus 1.
3 plus 6 is 9, and there's a 1 right here, which makes it 10. Very good. Very good. All right, what about this one? What's negative 21 divided by 3? Negative 7. Does the negative 7 go on the top or bottom? Which one's bigger, 21 or 3? 21, so it goes on top. There you go. All right, what about the C's? What do I do to the C's? Since they're right next to each other, you add them. 6 plus 3 is 9. And on the bottom, what do I do to those D's? Add, and you get 11. Perfect. Very good. All right, what about 6? What's negative 18 divided by 9?
4. Negative 4. Negative 2.
Negative 2. Where does it go? Top or bottom?
Top.
Top, because 18 is bigger. There you go. All right. Now, what do I do when I divide the bases? What do I do to 7 and 4 this time? You subtract. 7 minus 4 is 3. Where does it go?
On top.
Because that's where the biggest number was, right? Goes on the top. All right, there's a 1 right here. Do it so it's positive. Don't do 1 minus 6. Do 6 minus 1. What's 6 minus 1? 5. And where does it go? The biggest one's on the bottom. There you go. X to the 5, yep. All right. Yes.
Why'd you do that?
Why'd I do what?
Like 6 minus 1?
Because I want it to be positive. I don't like negative exponents, which is what you're going to see right here in just a minute with this one. All right, 5 to the 3rd. That's 5 times 5 times 5. How much is that?
Please go ahead and post at this time.
Yeah, 125.
Please post at this time. Thank you.
I hope that got in the trash can.
Hey, guess what?
I love Cindy just handing it right back to you.
You suck.
Donkey.
All right, here we go. How many bases of A do I have here?
1.
1, right? So if I have 1 base,
So 6.
so what do I do to the 6 and the 3? You add them when you have more than 1 when you multiply them. You multiply 6 times 3. What's 6 times 3?
That's 18.
A to the 18. There you go.
Wait, why do you...
Because you had 1 base of A.
Okay. Yeah, I got you.
All right, how many bases of B do you have?
Negative.
No. How many bases? You have 1 B. You only see like right here how I have 3 bases of Q?
Yep.
There's only one b here. So that means you multiply these two. That gives me,
Negative 27.
all right? But the only problem is you don't want negative exponents. So I have to fix this sucker right here. How do I fix him? You move him to the opposite spot, right? This is all, anytime you make anything a fraction, it's all over what number? 1. So this little sucker right here is just going to move to the bottom. So 125, 8 to the 18 over. Oh crap, I'm writing on the other paper. Over b to the positive 27. There you go. Y'all okay?
So 125A
To the 18?
over.
B to the 27. Positive 27. All right, here's what we're going to do. Grab your ACT packets. We're not doing any more problems, but your homework last night was to go on Google Classroom and check your answers, okay? So y'all got lucky. We haven't set Caitlin up on Google Classroom yet. So I'm going to give you the answers again, only because she wasn't able to get on there last night. We still got to get her set up, okay? So all right, let's look at number 1. Number 1, you should have gotten C. Do I need to go over number 1? Anybody need to go over number 1?
I have an explanation.
What you got?
Okay, so each 22 minutes, it's like 90 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I just had to make sure maybe.
Yep. And you also, the way I did it was a little different. I saw that in 45 minutes, every 45 minutes they did 180. So 180 divided by 45 is 4 degrees a minute. So I just multiplied it. But what you did is actually a little quicker than what I did. So, because he did half of, what? Usually when you turn around like that, you're about to have another explanation.
I just guessed.
Oh, you just guessed and got it right? Well, you know what? That works on the ACT too, as long as you get it right. Let's see. Number 2 was 9. Number 2 was 9.
Oh, dude, swear I got
Do I need to go over number 2?
Dude, I guessed it now, but
Well, good. Okay, so look, do you need me to explain to you why they always tell you to pick C first? Because do you see how on the ACT is a standardized test? This only works on standardized tests because they always put your numbers in order from smallest to biggest. That's why they tell you to pick C. Because if C's not right, like if C's too small, then you know you only got 2 choices above that, right? If C's too big, then you know you only got 2 choices below it. That's why you start in the middle somewhere. Does that make sense to everybody? But it only works on standardized tests because my tests are not standardized. I just put random answers wherever I want to. This is standardized, which means all of their answers are going to go from smallest to biggest.
I wish every test was standardized.
That takes too much time. All right, let's see. Number 3. Yes, D. Do I need to go over number 3? Anybody need? Yes, I need to go over number 3. Okay, so what's it say? So they screwed up and they gave 27 people 925. So 27 times 925 is 249.75. Is that right? Something like that. That looks close. Okay, but look, for every 25 people or more, they're only supposed to pay $8.50, and they paid $9.25. So now you just do what they're supposed to do, which is $229.50, and you just subtract the difference, and that's $20.25.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you use your calculator, then that problem should have taken you maybe 30 seconds at the most. You can just plug it. You don't have to write anything down. You just plug it straight in your calculator. Use your calculator. That's what's cool about those graphing calculators because you can see more than one line at a time.
Yeah.
So, all right. What about 4? Flip over in the back real quick. Let's look at 4. Should have got an H. Do I need to go over that one? Anybody? Okay, number 5, you should have gotten 429. Yeah, D. Y'all okay? Anybody lost? Okay, so tomorrow we'll do 6 through 10 the way we did before, and then Friday we'll go over any questions on 6 through 10, okay? Y'all good? Sweet. Okay, look, the next ACT is February 11th, but the one after that is April 8th, so you really need to start thinking about taking it in April. It's like $38, okay? So, or right around there somewhere, $38.25 or $38.75, whatever it is now. The next one that would be feasible for you to sign up would be April. Yes, April 8th. Yeah, but if you can still sign up, it's going to be double the price because you have to pay a late fee. So you might as well just wait till April.
I'm gonna take it again.
There's only 2 days left.
There's one in June, and then there won't be another one again until September.
Wait, June?
Yeah.
Isn't that going summer?
Yeah.
You can take it again.
You can take them in the summer. They don't offer them in July, from what I understand, but they do offer one in June. Okay. All right, y'all grab your notes real quick. Let's finish up these problems. Y'all got a checkpoint today,
Alright, yeah, 16.
and we got a quiz on Friday.
Wait, which one was that? Is this notes?
We're going to do it tomorrow for the ACT.
Are these notes?
Yeah, these are notes. Grab your notes. Grab your notes. So put your ACT packet and your bell ringer in your bell ringer section. We got to finish number 4.
We didn't really finish number 4?
We did not finish number 4. We started it. We didn't finish it, though.
Yeah, I never,
Oh, yeah, we still.
Yep.
Like,
Okay, so how many x minus 7 over 4s do I have?
That's one.
You have 2, right? So I can write it as x minus 7 over 4 squared equals 9 over 16, like that. All right, the whole purpose of this was to get what letter by itself? X. So how do I get rid of this square? Uh-huh. All right, so these two cancel each other out. They're gone. So I have x minus 7 over 4 equals, holy moly at this sucker. Okay, so first of all, anytime you square root, what kind of signs go in the front every single time? Plus and minus, right? Every single time. When you see that square root, you better put a plus and minus in front. How do I do a fraction?
can you get on the calculator?
Yeah, it'll give you a decimal, and decimals are not your friend here.
So do we turn it into
What do you notice about those two numbers?
Oh, it's a,
One's 9, one's 6. They're 2 numbers.
What, Sydney?
Top of that.
No, there's perfect square.
They're both perfect squares, right? What's the square root of 9? 3 over, what's the square root of 16?
2. No.
4.
Oh, 16, I'll take 6.
Yep. And guys, look, if you do it right, the beautiful thing about these is they'll always be the same number on the bottom if you do it right, okay? Everybody okay? All right, so I have 2 answers. I'll see if I can squeeze this in somewhere right here. All right, I have x minus 7 over 4 equals positive 3 over 4. And I have x minus 7 over 4 equals negative 3 over 4. Y'all okay with this? Tyler, you getting this?
Yep.
Okay. All right, how do I move this to the other side? You add it. All right. What's 3 plus 7? 10 over 4. And that can be reduced by what number? 2. Which is 5 over 2. All right, that's it, yep. How do I move this to the other side? Add it, there you go.
That's 10 over 8.
It's negative. Negative 3 plus 7, how much is that? How much? 4, there you go. And you don't touch the denominator. 4 divided by 4 is how much? 1, there you go. Alright, let's do number 5. Let's do one more. And then y'all got a couple of problems on the back we can do.
Yeah, because I don't get 5.
Yeah, I know.
Number 4, I don't get.
We're going to do one more, just like it on number 5. Alright, y'all ready? You got a quiz on Friday. You got a checkpoint in just a minute.
Oh, we have a check.
At 8.
Yep, it'll be your first 100 of the quarter. Because you have to make 100 before you can turn it in. Okay, very first thing. What's the very first thing? Add the 8. There you go, to the other side.
So it'd be 3x squared plus 7x equals 8.
Equals 8. There you go. Alright, here's the problem though. What's wrong with this? Why can I not go ahead and do second term divided by 2 squared? You got a 3 in the front, so you got to divide everything
By 3.
by 3, okay? So when you're on your quiz on Friday, you don't ever leave anything blank. You get as far as you can down that problem. Y'all good? Alright, here we go. Second term, whole bunch of 2's. Second term, divide by 2 and square it.
So
Alright, you remember what Miss Miranda taught you? The
Yes.
kiss? Keep it, switch, switch. So what are we going to keep?
Keep the numerator.
What's the numerator? 10 over 3, right? I'm going to keep this little sucker right here. 10 over 3.
And you switch the denominator.
No, I switch division and multiplication first.
Oh,
Then I switch the 2. How do I switch the 2? What's it become?
negative.
1 over 2.
Oh.
Yep. Alright, when you multiply, you just multiply straight across the top. What's 10 times 1? 10. And straight across the bottom. What's 3 times 2?
6.
6. What do you notice about that? What do you notice about 10 and 6?
They can be simple.
They can be simplified. What number goes into both of them? 2. What's 10 divided by 2?
5.
What's 6 divided by 2?
3.
And squared. Alright, what's 5 squared? What's 5 times 5? 25. What's 3 squared? 3 times 3? Oh, yeah, Lord have mercy. What was I writing? I know that, dear. That's why I'm erasing it. I don't know what. I think I was looking at that 6. Alright, so we added to both sides. So we have x squared plus 10 over 3x. What kind of 25 over 9 is that?
Positive.
Positive.
Plus 25 over 9
On both sides, yep.
equals 8 over 3.
Plus 25 over 9. Alright, now here's the deal. In order to add fractions, you got to have the same denominator. What's the same?
Multiply 8 over 3 and 10 over 3 times 3. So
What?
that's the same denominator.
Not 10 over 3. I'm worried about these two right here.
No, 8 over 3.
I need these two to be the same.
This
Have to multiply them by 1 over 3.
What you do to the top, you got to do the bottom. So I'm going to multiply it by 3, because 3 times 3 is 9. Alright, let's do that on the side. What's 8 times 3? 24. Let's do this on the side over here. What's 3 times 3? 9.
So you add.
So add 24 plus 9. What's 24 plus 9?
24 plus 9.
Uh-huh.
34.
Or excuse me, 24 plus 25. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
49.
49. There you go. Thank you.
And 18. Or no. Yeah.
There we go. Okay, this is where we get to cheat, right? I'm supposed to factor this crazy hot mess right here, but I get to cheat. Where do I get to cheat and look at?
You get to look at your second term thing.
Yep, the second term thingy right before you squared it. That's where you always want to look, right before you squared it. What kind of 5 over 3 is this right here?
It's a positive.
It's a positive. All right, how many x plus 5 over 3's do I have?
2.
2. So I'm going to write it squared. Square root, yep. All right, these two suckers right here cancel each other out. So I have x plus 5 over 3. Oh my gosh, I have a square root, so what should I put in the front? Plus and minus. How in the world do I do a fraction?
Four,
49 divided by 4 won't, divided by 9 won't go.
They're perfect squares.
They're perfect squares, Tyler. Very good. What's the square root of 49, Blake?
That's 7.
7. What's the square root of 9, Reagan? 3. Oh my gosh, looky there. What'd I tell you? Every time you did it right, they better come out to be the same, right? If you did it right, these two will come out to be the same.
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
Why is it plus or minus again?
Anytime you take the square root like this, see how I took the square root of 49 and I took the square root of 9?
Yes, sir.
That's why it's plus and minus. Because 7 times 7 is 49, but negative 7 times negative 7 is also positive 49. Yep. Alright, so let's see. I have x plus 5 over 3 equals positive 7 over 3. And I have x plus 5 over 3 equals negative 7 over 3. Right, Karen? You good? Okay. Alright, Hunter, how do I move this 5 over 3 to the other side?
Subtract it.
Perfect. And Jacob, what's 7 minus 5?
2.
2. There you go. And you just keep that same denominator. Alright, so you're going to subtract 5 over 3 here.
So it'd be negative 7 minus
Negative 7 minus 5. Perfect, Jacob. How much is that?
5. Negative 2.
Negative.
2 over
No. Same sign. You add them and keep the sign. What's 7 plus 5?
7.
Negative 12 over 3.
Okay.
And that reduces. What's negative 12 over 3? Negative 4. Perfect. Yep, perfect. Are y'all okay? Y'all want to do one more before you do your checkpoint?
Nothing.
You sure? Okay. All right, so here's the deal. Here we go. Checkpoint is a quiz, which means that I can tell you if it's right or wrong, but I can't help you on them. But right here on the back, you can mark out 11, by the way. Don't do 11 on the back. Mark out 11 on the back. Mark out 11, mark out 11. So if you get stuck on a checkpoint, I can help you on any 4 of these problems because these are just notes, okay? I can help you on any 4 of these. So if you get stuck on a checkpoint, I'm probably going to tell you to bring your notes and we'll work on one of those 4. So otherwise, remember that you shouldn't be helping each other out because that would be cheating on a quiz, right? And we are going to spend the rest of our time working on our checkpoint. If you don't finish your checkpoint, it is for homework.